So welcome all to another one of our Winning Edge Investments webinars. Today we've got the analyst behind the BlackBook Racing service, Lachlan Mosley, joining us. G'day, Lachlan.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for joining us. Just to I guess give everyone a bit of an idea about your own style of form analysis and what goes into it. As we've discussed before, you're very heavily focused on video replays. Is that right?
That's correct, yep.
Yeah, so I think you're just going to take us through a few video replays of winners that you found for the service in recent months. So I might just throw over to you if you just wanted to give everyone a bit of an idea and take everyone through hopefully some successful examples of your form analysis.
Yeah, no worries, mate. What we're going to do, we're basically just going to go through 5 different black bookers through video analysis. These are long price winners as well. So we're just going to show you how we got the job done through just basic video analysis. We're not going to overcook things with data and stuff like that. We're just going to just show replays and show eye-catching runs and things like that. Just quickly, like all these videos as well that I'm showing are all readily available to the average punter as well. They're just basically used off racing websites.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so the first one we're going to go to is a horse called Asteroid. This one on the 21st of the 1st this year. It previously ran second on the 31st of the 12th. Just having a look here at the screen, that's the one here that's run second, 1.4 lengths away from the winner. Let's have a look at the replay to show why we chucked it in the black book. So Asteroid's drifted back here. He's drifted back to about 3rd or 4th last. He's got a pretty good position.
So just in the blue colours, aren't we?
Yeah, that's it. The blue and the white John Hickmott colours there. The winner of the race here is Loxwell, who's sweet sitting 3rd.
So this is something you're obviously very familiar with. You actually cover all replays across Australia?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we go through all races every day. Just mark down some real eye-catching runs.
Sure.
Okay, we'll just pause it there quickly. You just have a look around the bend. Asteroid just gets a complete, Lox Road gets a complete suck run along the fence. He's done no work in transit. They've all moved away from the fence. He hasn't covered a single extra length of ground. You have a look at Asteroid. He's been sitting wide. He's had to hook wide around the corner. And let's have a look how the race finishes off. So Asteroid's not even in the screen yet. So, I mean, a run like that's pretty hard to miss from the naked eye. So, that was clearly one that we marked in the book. So what actually happened was, that one spat out through the black book next time it went around. It actually came up against Loxwell again the next start. Loxwell had a 2.5 kilo weight jump on it. So, I mean, Asteroid met the horse next start 2.5 kilos better at the weight. And, arguably Asteroid had a tougher run. Loxwell got the complete suck run along the fence. So, next start, Loxwell went around a $3.50 favourite. Asteroid went around at $14, and this was the result.
So this is the next race that you bet in?
Yes, that's right. So this was one that we sent out to our members.
Yep.
So, I mean, Loxwell's right up the front again. Asteroid has drifted back, but he's in the running line. He's in a good spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, Asteroid still third or fourth last in the moving line, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean,
so he's really able to reproduce that that barnstorming finish, if you like.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, the ride helped. It was a brilliant ride by Justin Potter. He rides really, really well down there at Portland Lincoln, and that's something you do have to take into account as well. Big thing. The two big things were obviously the weight discrepancy. There was 2.5 kilos difference in weight this time that favoured Asteroid for only a 1.4 length victory to start before. And also the price. I mean, Loxwell went around at $3.50, Asteroid $14. You can't ignore those prices that are on offer. So yeah, that was a fantastic collect for the members.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, nice work.
Okay, the next one we're going to look at was the next one we're going to look at is one called Evil Lil. This ran a 4.75 length fifth at Bendigo on the 14th of November.
Yep. So this is the lead-up race, which
This is the lead-up race. Yeah, sorry.
Yep, had it in the black book for you.
Yeah. So Evil Lil is running third last here. It's the white hat here.
Yep.
Lee and Shannon Hope colours.
Yep.
So he's just left a little bit flat-footed there. After the race, after it's analysed, we looked at the sectionals and things like that, and these two are 2-3 up in front, just got away with complete murder. So the back markers were no chance. But when you have a look at Bonus Dioro's run here and Evil Lil's run here, they're quite good.
Yep. So yeah, a fair bit of ground made up there very late.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it doesn't actually look that great of a run, to be honest. And Bonus Dioro's run is better. But when we look through some of the statistics, Evil Lil, that was its second up run. Evil Lil had never placed in 5 attempts second up run, but it always run well third up, and it always run well on soft and heavy tracks third up as well. So that's one we marked and said, keep an eye out on conditions and things like that. So, we did mark that one down, and then we went to its next race. This was the start that it won.
Yep.
This was Pakenham, I think the 9th to 12th.
Yep.
It was a soft 7, I'm pretty sure. Had one third up, and it was dropping significantly in weight from the previous start, but it was still staying at the same level. It did have a nice claim for Talia Hope. But it did go around. I think it opened about $21 and jumped at around 41. And this was the result.
Yep. So this is one you sent out to members.
Right. So it was a small win, larger place play for members. Sorry about the green.
No, you're right.
Running. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Fifth in running on the fence.
Yep.
So the split comes now.
Yeah.
So yeah, got there by an absolute pimple, but winner and the second horse were the two horses identified in that previous race before. Both the ones that flashed home from the back, against the pattern. Only this, as you can see, you can sort of see here, this case here, Eagle went around $31 and Bonus Euros 11. So the value was clearly with the eventual winner.
Yeah. Funny how sitting here you find yourself yelling for them with even though you already know the result.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so it brings back some pretty good memories, these sorts of wins.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That was basically looking up at second up, third up form, and concentrating on how they handle track conditions and things like that. So
yeah,
that was another really good result for them.
Yeah, so it is obviously it's very much based on video analysis what you do, but it's also tying that in with there's a few other key statistics to really understand the context of the run.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. The next one we're going to look at is a Group 1 victory. This was called Santa Ana Lane. Now this one a Group 1 Rupert Clark, the next start, but we're just going to take a look at its previous run at the Moonee Valley 1200 metre start. So Santa Ana Lane's this one here in the yellow hat.
Yep.
Number 3.
And this is in listed grade, I've noticed. So.
It's a listed 1200 metre race at the Valley, which the Valley can be a tricky track.
Yep.
So yeah, 400 metres out, he's pretty hard ridden at the moment, and that's basically due to the fact that the distance probably doesn't suit him at this stage of his preparation. He's up against serious speed machines in El Divino, Brave Smash, Group 1 form. But the horse never shirks the task, even though he's hard ridden. He can spit the chewy, but he's really, really strong through the line here in this last 200 metres. So yeah, he really does that. I'll just go back to it again. That last 100 metres, he really dove strongly through the line. Obviously things that we've noticed in this race, like Brave Smash is a Group 1 horse.
Yeah.
He's taking ground off a Group 1 horse here. Super run. Just another thing we noticed is it ran the fastest last 400 and 200 metres of race. To me, that suggests it's just crying out for the extra furlong. Obviously that one that's one that went into the BlackBook.
Yep.
Next start came up into a 1400 metre Sir Rupert Clark Group 1.
Yep.
So that was perfect. It got the extra 200 metres that it was looking for. I think the reason why it came up such big odds was because it was taking on the likes of Toes and Stardom, great horse, Scales of Justice, the horse from Perth, which goes really, really well. What I liked about Santa Ana Lane in this race compared to those favourites was, at that stage of its preparation, Toes and Stardom wasn't going that well. He did go on to win a Group 1, maybe even 2 Group 1s. I'm not 100% sure later on, but he wasn't racing that well at that stage of the prep. So I thought he was vulnerable. Scales of Justice, another horse, another Perth Group 1 winner. He was doing the same things. He was racing very, very erratically in his races. So the value just stuck out to me with Santa Ana Lane. And we'll see how he goes. Yeah, San Ana Lane sitting about 7th here in the moving line.
Mm-hmm. So they've gone out pretty hard here.
Yeah, and that works out perfectly for a horse like San Ana Lane. So San Ana Lane, good spot. We have a look at Scales of Justice. He's done it again. He's wobbled out. He's throwing the race away.
He's drunk again.
He's drunk again, like we all are.
Nice one.
That was very good. And actually, in that race, we gave out 4 or 5 selections, all at a price. Yeah, we gave out 4 or 5 selections all at a price in that race, and I think they ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But unfortunately, I don't do trifectas and first fours and things like that for our members. Otherwise, yeah, we would have been well in front for probably a year. But yeah, it was still a pretty handy result there.
Good one.
So that was the first of our group ones. The next one we're going to look at is a horse that won the Kingston Town late. When was it? Mid December, I think it was. The horse is called Punamo. It won at $31. We're going to take a look at its railway stakes run, I should say.
So this is the Group 1 just prior to it?
That is, yeah. It's the mile Group 1 race, yeah. So Punamo is the big grey, obviously, in the black.
Yep.
So they're going pretty good. Got a pretty good clip here. Punamo is a long way back, but he is travelling quite sweetly.
Yeah. Just at this stage of the race, I know obviously the big finishes are what catches the eye. Are you watching for much at this stage?
Basically to see which horses are trucking well into the race. If you have a look here, he's actually trucking really, really well.
Yep.
He gets held up slightly, but he does cut a bit of a corner. Like just right here, he gets held up. He loses a bit of balance, and he only really balances up now.
Mm.
That's when he starts to let down.
Yep.
And I mean, he's absolutely flying through the line. He's clearly the best performed horse through the line. You know, a couple of things we noticed with this race. This was more. It was more an eye-catching run rather than looking at figures and sectionals and things like that. We took a bit of a human element into this race. We looked up some statistics. You know, when it raced in New South Wales, it was proven over the 2,000 metres. So the obvious step next up was the Kingston Town, where it got an extra 200 metres. A bit like Santa Ana Lane, it was looking for that extra trip. That was basically it. And then when they threw it up at $31 in the Kingston Town, you just have to back it at that price. And yeah, it got the chocolates. We'll have a look at it why it finished, but it was a really good result for our members.
Yeah, great.
Okay, well, another thing we did talk about trying to find big price winners in Group 1 racing was so the key about doing that is you've got to leave the favourites alone, because as we talked about in the podcast, favourites in Group 1 racing need everything to go right to win the race, because the racing's so competitive. If one little thing goes wrong for a favourite, they get checked, they get blocked or held up to a certain stage. They find it really, really hard to win. And, Blackheart Bart's an absolute champion, but this is what happened. Blackheart Bart went around pretty short here, but this is what happened in this race. He got walked at the start, he got checked, he got pushed into the running rail, and he was basically out of play.
Yes, I think you were saying on the podcast that obviously in Group 1 racing, for when things go wrong, the other horses are of such quality that it's much more likely they're going to be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I mean, Blackheart Bart's, he's been knocked into the fence there. He's lost his spot. He wanted to be up a lot closer, obviously, and now he's sitting 4 back in the non-moving line, a bit like a harness horse. He got no chance from there.
Yep.
Poonamoo settled back again. He's in the running line. Speed's good. So beautiful riding here. He's getting in the 3 wide moving line, staying completely out of trouble.
Who was riding here, sorry?
Oh, that racks my brain at the moment. Maybe Hall.
Yep. So around about now, you're pretty happy, I'm guessing?
Yep, knew he was home from here. So, yeah, another great result, $31. And like I said, extra 200 metres suited. He was proven over the 2,000 metres, and you just couldn't ignore him on his last run.
Yep.
I'll just double check who that jockey was. Patrick Carberry. So, yeah, a great result for him. And you have a look at that. He's run 34.76. He's run the fastest last 200 metres by 3 lengths. So it's, there's one there, probably 2 lengths. It's a great effort. Okay, and the last one we're going to look at is a horse called Rose of Eastmore. Now, we backed this at $61 about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I'm just going to show you how we got that done. Now, this was the way we found this one was paying more attention to what was happening pre-race. We were watching the races at home, and we noticed this horse. It was $9.50. It trialled okay at Scone. It ran a third. Now it ran 6 out of 10 at Moree. It was 31s to 10s on track. The plan for the horse was for it to lead, and it didn't get that happen. It sweated up profusely behind the gates. It was racing erratically. It didn't want to go on the gates. And you'll just take a look at the previous run before its win. So it races about 4th in running. So, I mean, on this occasion, he's meant to lead. He's running 4th there, just that one in the fluorescent.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's a 950 metres race. He's meant to lead. He's not. So, his chances are pretty slim at the moment. He's trying hard enough here. He gets half squeezed. Not really. He sort of loses his spot there. I mean, he's run 5th or 6th there. It wouldn't have made a difference in the result. He was never going to win the race, but it was just sort of one of those runs where you had to be forgiving of it because, you respect the money, the 31s to 10s. You respect the way he looks in the yard. He's meant to lead. He hasn't done that. He's fizzed up before the gate. So just marked it down as a complete forgive run and just check to see where he's placed next start.
Yep.
So his next start, he raced at Armidale over a bit further ground. He had a bit of a freshen up, if you can sort of see that.
Yep. On
that screen. He's been freshened for 4 weeks. He's opened up at $61, which is ridiculous considering I won't say the quality. Yeah, I will say the quality of the race was quite poor, and it's just a gut feel. You respect the money first up for it. So obviously people at home know how the horse is going. So we played a small play, 1x3 or 1x2 or something like that for members at $61, and this is how it went. He has the widest barrier here.
Sure.
So he's just come straight across like he was supposed to do first up.
Yeah, yep. So once again, at this stage, you're pretty happy?
Yeah, well, once he hit the front here, I basically thought we're in for at least a place chance. But yeah, he kept going, which was good. So basically here we're counting the money already.
So yeah, $61, as you said.
$61, and he wins the race hard held. So yeah, another really good result. With things like that, like if he goes around $10 there, you probably leave him alone.
Yeah.
But just the price was ridiculous. So you just have to play at that price. So yeah, they're one of the things you got to take prices into consideration there. And in that case, it was complete overs, a bit like the Eagle Lil, a bit like the Puna Moo. They're just completely overs in the market. So you have to back them on those prices alone. So yeah, that was one of I think that was our biggest win. Year of $61. I think he played 81s with Betfair. But yeah, a really good start. For a Monday morning, I think it was 11:30 in the morning on a Monday, so it was quite good.
That'll fix your Monday, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's basically it. Like I was saying before, all very, very basic stuff. We're not going to go too much into the statistics and stuff like that, otherwise we'd be here forever. But they're basically how you find a long price eye catcher and backing in next start if the price is right.
Yeah, so it's all about, I guess, not seeing an eye-catching run, and from there, I guess, understanding the context of that, and I guess weighing up against another few things. And yeah, as we said, you are able to, I guess you're in the position where you follow replays of every race every day across the country. So
that's right.
That's a really valuable service you can offer to members. Given, of course, not everybody has the ability to follow that much racing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, like I was saying also in the podcast, the more you look around for a winner across the country, the more you're likely to find some value and some indiscrepancies in the market and things like that. A few diamonds in the rough.
Yep. Monday morning at Armidale is definitely a diamond in the rough.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't usually like betting on Mondays, but I couldn't ignore that one at the price.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, once again, as we say with our other webinars, for people to get a bit of a view of some things that a professional analyst does is really valuable, because it's not something that is usually shared too much. And yeah, if the guys have got any questions, we'll put the links down below to social media and to email. If anybody wanted to fire in any questions they might have had.